Fight fans. What's up, y'all? This TeeZ. Hey, I gotta give it to y'all real. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it raw and real because that's what I do. Now, let's talk about this Crawford Spence fight. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all in my humble opinion. Okay? Let's keep it real, y'all. Let's just look at the facts of everything first. Spence did everything he said he was gonna do despite all the hiccups and setbacks he had. He got the broom, swept up his side of the street, and now he coming for Bud. Let's keep it real. And he could have had plenty reasons or excuses he could have made. But he still came and did what he said he gonna do. Strap season. Came back, no tune-ups. None of that shit. Went straight for the top competition. First fight after the accident. Beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Worse than anybody ever beat him. But remember, I told y'all, if y'all remember, I was like, this Ugas fight gonna be just like the Lamont Peterson fight. Because Lamont Peterson and Ugas still, they got that same peekaboo style and that same peekaboo defense. Spence punched through that shit. So he got all the belts on his side of the street. And if it wasn't for the layoffs, I believe personally, he would be sleeping these motherfuckers. He definitely would be sleeping them. They wouldn't just get beat up. But year after year after year, he did what he said he was going to do. And you got to respect the man for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep it real. And basically, and he said, and that's why Errol Spencer said in all his interviews that people asked him about the Spence fight. About the Crawford fight. He was like, we'll see. Because it's not the we'll see on his part. It's really, do Crawford really want the fight? Because if you guys follow boxing like I do, you know, I'm not talking to you casuals who think y'all, you know, just got an opinion. Y'all just couch potatoes. I'm talking about the real hardcore fight fans that really follow boxing. How many times Crawford said the Spence fight is past him? He don't need Spence. I mean, it's the boy telling you in so many words, he really don't want the fight. But now the world is watching you on the big stage and you got the last belt. You don't want to end up ruining your reputation being a Ryan Garcia just clout chasing. What fighter you know that's a champion and you know with some other belts out there and you don't want them? Think about that for a minute. And to the point about Crawford, then you trying to price yourself out. You worried about a motherfucker split. Nigga, fighting Spence, you gonna make more. Who else you gonna fight to get the money you gonna fighting Spence? You ain't worried about splits. No other motherfucking fights. Why is you worried about it now? And this nigga got all the belts. And he putting the asses in seats. You just want to be comfortable because you know once you lose, you have a nice chunk of change for this punishment you about to get. Now, I'm just keeping it raw and real. Think about it. Who else is he going to fight that's going to guarantee him a Spence purse? Regardless of the fact about the split, it's going to be more money than you ever seen in your career anyway. So make it make sense. If you so confident you can beat him, take whatever he give you, and then once you get all the belts, you the A side. It's just that simple, bruh. All y'all Crawford fans ain't looking at the big picture. He don't really want this fight, but now he's forced into it, or he gonna look like a shit. Errol Spence gonna make Crawford pay for everything Bo Mack said, years of drunk ain't shit, and all that shit. He gonna make the motherfuckers pay. Now, if he would have fought Spence before the accident, he would have had a different type of Spence. A Spence that wasn't dedicated. A Spence that always said he has to be, instead of training camp working on his skill, he has to be in weight loss camp trying to get his weight down for the fight. So Spence has already done told you he's more focused and more dedicated. When you get a new lease on life, man, it changes your perspective. You know all this shit can end tomorrow. So you going hard to go home. So think about it. Out of 38 fights for Terence Crawford, 38 wins, 29 by knockout. Has he ever used snack before? I'm just pointing out facts. Mikey Garcia tried that shit, it didn't work. Now he on snack. He knowing what he in for. Yeah, I hear all y'all Crawford fans talking about, yeah, he can switch styles. He can switch orthodox and all that shit. Yeah, anybody can do it. Yeah, he probably can do it. But it ain't going to give Errol no problems once the pressure is in your face. And plus, he's not defensively responsible in both stances. And when he switches, that's when he's going to get caught with something crazy. You might can switch and hit a nigga in those stances and give him different angles. But are you defensively responsible just as well as you are offensively responsible? That's what you guys don't think about. So it can be a gift and a curse at the same time that might cause him problems. Because usually with Crawford, he starts off losing every fight. Then when he see that style ain't working, he'll switch. Just like he did against Kale. Just like he did against Gamboa. Think about it. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Yeah, Crawford got power in both hands because it's sneaky power. With them angles, you don't see them shots. But the thing about it is, when a guy's in your motherfucking chest, opening up, and got a chin, Crawford's chin is suspect. He got clipped by Gamboa at a lighter weight, got dropped by the Mean Machine. What you think Earl gonna do to this man? Earl don't stop punching. Crawford output is not enough to keep somebody like that off you. And yeah, he got power, but he has to catch him early in order to use that power. Because if he don't catch Spence in the first 5 rounds, I'm telling y'all, it's a wrap. When you start getting touched and start getting, as a fighter, you know this. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. I'm not just a couch potato with a motherfucking mic. When you're a former fighter, you know certain things. Punches anywhere that land is going to break you down and take steam off your shots. If you're hitting you in the arms, it's an old George Foreman method, because George Foreman hit you anywhere till he break you down. It's going to break you down. Then you throwing something, and you got frogs and shit in your arm, it ain't going to have much sting on it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a grueling fight. It's going to be a grueling fight. It's not going to be an easy, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy fight for Spence. But Terence Crawford really don't want that smoke. But now he's forced into it. Using snack and all that other shit. You ain't did it in 38 fights, bro. You know what you up against. I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. So put your money on Spence. Like I said before, Terence Crawford, he would have had a better chance beating the drinking and partying Spence. The one Bomac was talking about. Yeah, y'all probably could have beat him. Yeah. But this guy right now, it's a different monster. Different monster. And to you Bud Crawford fans out there, I'm going to simply put it like this. He can't handle the truth. Peace. I'm out, y'all.